here so we can talk.
And I can't believe how different the gallery looks.
Well, of course it looks different. Everything out there is new since you were here last.
Well, you've really been working hard.
Me? No. I just sit here. And somehow everything gets sold. Should I complain?
No, not at all. Has it really been that long since I've been here?
Of course it has.
No, come on. I was here last spring.
Yeah, which is far too long.
Quentin, have there been any problems with my arrangements to ship my pieces in?
No, none at all. But, Rachel, don't you miss the excitement of the city, the proximity of other artists?
Yeah, I do. You haven't been liking my work?
No, I love it.
Well, then what's wrong with my living in Bay City and working there?
I want to see you. That's what's wrong with it.
Quentin, you always know how to cheer me up, don't you?
Well, come on. You're my favorite artist. You always have been.
And you're my favorite gallery dealer, you know that.
Well, I better be.
Well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere in this town.
That's not true.
It is true. Nobody would touch my work.
Well, they will now. They will now. And just to prove it, I am taking you around to see what my competitors are doing. And there are at least, a dozen art critics who have exacted my solemn promise to bring you by to meet them.
Well, that's very flattering.
So, let's go.
Well, no, wait a minute, Quentin.
What?
Well, I have a confession to make.
You're working on a big commission for the State Council for the Arts, and you won't be sending me anything for several months. I've already gotten that news from my spies on the Arts Council.
You heard?
No, I've already swallowed that bitter pill, so let's go.
Well, no, wait a minute, Quentin, that wasn't the confession I had to make.
It wasn't?
No. See, I didn't really come here to New York just to see you and to do the galleries.
I know. That's why I'm taking you out to visit the critics, and there are several young sculptors who've asked to meet you. And tonight, a special treat. I'm taking you out to dinner. That is, assuming you have no other plans.
Oh, Quentin. Truth is, I just didn't think you'd be keeping me this busy.
Well, is that a problem?
Well, it might be.
I remember last time you were in the city, you were always seeing lawyers. Is that all straightened out?
No, not completely.
So, you still have a problem with that. Well?
It's Mac.
Oh. Yes, I remember seeing Mac all over the business section of the paper about a month ago.
Yeah, well, he's been in the society pages, too.
Mm-hmm, yes, I remember seeing an article there.
Well, then you know that he's married Janice Frame.
Yes, that was in the article.
What else did the article say?
No, it was rather brief.
Well, it's important, Quentin. You see, we don't know much about this girl.
Well, the announcement said something about her having lived in the city within the last few years.
Yeah, well, that's the part of her life that nobody knows anything about.
Are you acquainted with her?
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, why don't you just ask her about her past, if that's what disturbs you?
It's not that simple, Quentin.
I guess I don't understand.
No, I guess you don't. It's just that I'm convinced that she's concealed things about her past to Mac.
Oh. So that is why you are in New York, to find out about Janice.
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
I gather from this that you still care for Mac?
Yes.
Have you told him so?
Yes.
Rachel, I don't believe you. If Mac thought you still loved him, he would never have left you.
He'd already left me by the time I told him.
Well, why on earth did you wait?
Took me a long time to admit it to myself.
You think you can still win him back by investigating his new wife's past?
No, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing it for Mac.
Are you sure?
Quentin, Mac doesn't realize, and I'm not even sure Janice does, but I have a terrible feeling she's going to hurt him.
You said that Janice lived in the city a few years ago, huh?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it going to be rather difficult to dig anything up now?
Well, might not be.
Sounds like you already have a lead.
Well, I'm hoping Janice will give me one.
How?
She's in New York.
With Mac?
No. Ostensibly on a business trip.
What does she do?
She edits a magazine for Mac's company.
Oh. Well, how are you going to find her, Rachel?
I followed her in from the airport last night, so I know where she's staying.
You followed her?
Yeah, right. Just like in a spy movie.
And does she know you're here?
No, and I don't want her to know.
You know, it sounds like you're pretty serious about this.
I am, Quentin.
Well, you know, Rachel, I have always been putty in your hands, so if you need any help, I'm willing to do it.
But I shouldn't really involve you in all this.
It sounds like you could use some help.
I can, Quentin. I can't handle this all by myself.
What? Not another word?
Yes, but Quentin, intrigue is hardly your bag.
Oh, you don't know me very well. I am at your disposal for as long as you need me.
You're a perfect person, do you know?
Let's go.
Okay. Why don't you wait out here? I'll be right back.
Fine.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
I was wondering if you could tell me something. A very dear friend of mine used to live in this building, so I was wondering if you could tell me if she still lives here.
Certainly.
Her name is Janice Frame.
Miss Frame still lives there, although she hasn't been around much lately. And in fact, she's out right now.
Oh. Well, how long has she been gone?
Oh, I'd say, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Oh. Well, do you know where she went?
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Oh, I was so hoping to see her.
Well, maybe I can give her a message when she comes back.
Well, no, you see, I'm just on my way to the airport.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, of course, at this time of day, there are only a few places that she'd be apt to be heading.
Well, I guess you'll just have to try those places.
Well, you wouldn't have any idea.
Miss Frame never tells me where she's going.
Well, you know what you could tell me? I mean, if you told me who she went out with, then I might know what direction she's heading.
You and her have the same friends?
Oh, yes, we have a lot of friends in common. Did she leave with anyone?
No. But then, Miss Frame's friends never have hung around here much. I guess if you know her, you understand that.
Yes, I understand.
Except, of course, for, you know who,
Yes, her boyfriend.
if you want to call him that.
You wouldn't call him a boyfriend?
I would if he weren't so much older.
Older than Janice.
Howard Battis could have been her father.
Oh, yes, I guess he could have.
How long's it been now?
How long?
Since he died. Seems like it was only yesterday.
Yes, it really seems like only yesterday.
You knew Mr. Battis.
Well...
You said you and Miss Frame had the same friends.
Yes, oh, we do. Quentin. When was it that Howard died?
It was last summer, wasn't it?
Oh, no, you're farther off than I was. It was spring.
Oh.
It was spring a year ago, just before the Kentucky Derby. I remember it now.
Oh, that's right. That's why we couldn't go to the funeral, because we were at the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, I really liked old Mr. Battis.
Oh, yes?
Great guy.
Uh-huh.
Used to play the ponies, you know.
Oh, did he? Did he?
Yeah, he was a betting man.
Well, it's been awfully nice talking to you, and I wish I hadn't missed Janice.
Well, same here.
Well, have a nice day.
Well, thank you. I'll be seeing you.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Shall I tell Miss Frame who called?
Oh, well, no, I don't think we want to disappoint her.
Oh, you're right.
You know, why ruin her day since she missed us?
Of course.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, don't mention it. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'll get you a taxi.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Taxi!
Could you take me over to the New York Public Library?
Sure, I'm ready.
All right, I want to look up this Howard Battis.
All right, let's go.
Okay, good.
Oh, there. This way. Oh, here we are. Right here.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
I make you a promise.